I'm Mr. Walsh. I'm a sixth grade teacher at Arrowhead Elementary School. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a huge Superman fan. And I've always been a huge Superman fan since I was a little kid. In fact, when I was, my mom tells a story about when I was a kid, I would tie a towel around my neck for my cape and I would jump off the toilet to pretend I was flying. So today I'm going to read you a story. It's called Superman, an origin story. It's written by Matthew Manning and it's illustrated by Luciano Vecchio. Now, in case you know, an origin story is a story that tells how how a superhero got started. So in this case, it's going to be about Superman, but it can be about any superhero. They usually have an origin story. All right. And here with it, this is the title pages. And one of the great things about a book like this is the drawings. I always like comic books because they have such cool drawings in them. Ba-boom! They say the universe began with a big bang. The same can be said for the life of a boy who would become known as Superman. In a distant part of the universe, the planet Krypton is destroyed. A lone rocket ship survives the explosion. On board this tiny spacecraft is a single passenger, a little baby named Kal-El. Kal-El holds tight to the blanket his mother gave him. He dreams of being held in her arms. When the rocket ship stops moving, the baby wakes up. Cold air fills his lungs. He opens his eyes. Two friendly faces are looking back at him. "We're keeping him, Jonathan," said the woman. Kal-El likes her face. Her smile is warm. It's just like his mother's smile. "Oh, Martha," says the man next to her. "We don't know anything about this child. We can't just take him." Do you think they'll keep him? Let's see. Let's see. Kal-El reaches out. He wraps his hand around the man's finger. Now Jonathan is smiling too. "What do you think of the name Clark? What do you think of the name Clark?" asks the woman. With his eyes wide open, Kal-El smiles at the woman. 16 years later, Kal-El is still smiling. His friends call him Clark now. He leads a normal life in the town of Smallville, Kansas. Or at least he did, until one fateful day. What do you think is going to happen? Does it sound good or does it sound bad? It doesn't sound good to me. Let's see. Lana Lang tries to recite the week's poem from memory in front of the class. At the same time, Clark wonders what the school is serving for lunch. Look at his face. He looks very upset. Suddenly he realizes that he's looking right through the wall into the cafeteria. Ooh, that'd be cool. "I think I lost my keys," said Mrs. Owen. Mrs. Lancaster sighs. "Again, Gladys," she says. "I'll help you look for them." Clark is seeing into the cafeteria. He can hear the cook's conversation. It's like they are in the room with him. "Are you okay, Clark?" asks Mrs. Brown. Clark nods his head, but he knows he's anything but okay. Later, the old barn door slowly creaks open. Jonathan and Martha Kent glance at each other. Then they walk inside. Clark's parents seem worried ever since Clark came home from school that day. He had told them what happened at school. He had lots of questions for them. Now, Clark would get some answers. Jonathan lifted up the dusty lid to the wooden box. Clark had never paid much attention to the box before that day. I wonder what's in that box. It must be something important. Inside is a metal ship. It looks familiar to Clark, but he doesn't know why. "This is where we found you," says Jonathan. Clark doesn't know what to think. Then his father hands Clark a small box. It's the only thing that they found inside the ship with Clark all those years ago. Jonathan and Martha never could go get the... Wait, let's start that sentence again. Jonathan and Martha never could get the box to work. But in Clark's hands, the device lights up. Ooh. Something that looks like an S fills the screen. Oh, we know that. That's the Superman symbol. Light from the object shines on Clark's forehead. The world falls away from Clark. He no longer sees Smallville. Instead, he sees the planet Krypton around him. Clark watches as a man named Jor-El hands the young infant to his wife, Lara. Who do you think Laura and Jarrell are? Laura is crying. She's hugging the child tightly. Beneath their feet, the ground begins to shake. They both know that they must say goodbye to their son. If the baby Kal-El is to survive, he must leave Krypton. Jarrell and Lara place him into a rocket ship. The ship takes off just as the world around it explodes. Wow. So that's where at the beginning of the book when they're talking about the planet exploding. Clark opens his eyes. Smallville is back. Jonathan and Martha Kent watch as Clark comes out back into focus. Clark looks at them. Then he runs out of the barn, and he keeps on running. Clark doesn't notice that he's moving faster than normal. Soon he's dashing through the fields with super speed. He doesn't even notice his feet lift off from the ground. He doesn't notice that he's flying until it's already happening. How cool would that be? A short while later, Clark returns to the family barn. Clark lands on the ground. For a moment, he and his parents just stare at each other. Then Clark hugs them. Now he knows who he is. He knows where he came from, and he knows what he has to do on planet Earth. Years later, Clark rides a train. His eyes are closed when he hears the conductor. "Last stop," the man shouts. "Metropolis, everyone off." Clark adjusts his hat as he steps off the train. He looks around at his new home. Clark left Smallville to come to Metropolis. The giant city is very different from his small hometown. It's like no other place he's visited before. But Clark could not go sightseeing just yet. Do you think there's going to be some adventures for Superman in this city? Today is Clark's first day at his new job. He's a reporter for the famous newspaper known as the Daily Planet. Everyone is so busy that they hardly notice Clark at the Daily Planet. Clark's boss, Perry White, is too busy to hand Clark his first assignment. Instead, Perry introduces him to his new partner, Lois Lane. Before Clark knows it, he's trying his best to keep up with Lois. Together, they go to cover a press conference for a billionaire, Lex Luthor. He reveals his new robot. Clark knows all about Lex Luthor. Long before he moved to Metropolis, Clark had studied Lex's life. The people of Metropolis think Luthor is a hero, but Clark knows better. Luthor is an evil billionaire, and he will do anything to make money. Oh, it sounds like Lex Luthor is going to be the villain. Suddenly, Lex's giant robot malfunctions. Luthor always tries to save money by cutting costs, so Clark isn't at all surprised. The people in the crowd are too scared and busy to notice Clark changing outfits. There it is, the famous Superman symbol. He's getting ready to jump into action, right? The robot tries to attack the red-headed boy, but Clark saves him. This is the moment Clark has prepared for all his life. He's been sent to Earth to protect others. Earth's yellow sun gives Clark's alien body extra energy. He gains the powers of super strength, super speed, and invulnerability. Invulnerability means like he can't be hurt. A metal robot doesn't stand a chance against the Man of Steel. The red-headed boy snaps a photo of Superman in action. Here's one of those. I love this, the way the whole page is taken up by a drawing. And it's a cool drawing, too. "Superman!" Lois Lane cries out. She's amazed by this new hero of Metropolis. Clark smiles. He soars in the air. He likes Lois very much, and he likes the name Superman, too. "Look, up in the sky! It's a bird! It's a plane! It's Superman!" So that was cool. So that's how Superman got started. That was his origin. And then, now these are some more pages. So this is just about Superman. So I'll tell you some things about his Earth name is Clark Kent. His real name is Kal-El. He is protector of Earth. He lives in Metropolis. It says Clark is a mild-mannered reporter. The Man of Steel is the superpowered protector of Earth. While quite different on the outside, these two men are secretly the same person. They actually look very much alike, you ask me. All right, and then this is just a drawing. It's a diagram of some of Superman's powers, like his super strength and super speed, and he's invulnerable. All right. Then here, this is about the author and about the illustrator. And if you want to read any of these things, you can pause the video and read through these. Also, this glossary. This was those words. If you noticed in the book, there was some words that are blue. These are the blue words and what they mean. Also, these are some more origin stories. So if you like this one, this same company made ones about Batman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman, and of course Superman. And if you like the Superman book, you can go down to the Arrowhead Library and get it. Also, there was this other book that Miss Howland showed me. It's Superman: The Story of the Man of Steel. It's more of a comic book looking. It was pretty cool, but I wanted to read the origin story. I like that one. I like that one better. All right, and that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like Superman as much as I do. If you see me in the hallways, if you go to Arrowhead and you see me in the hallways, let me know what your favorite part was or your favorite drawing. And that's all, my friends. Thanks for listening. Bye.